kind of in the Protege. One of the things you want to check on a Miata are for paint respray. Now the paint on this looks immaculate, which is kind of odd considering it's from 1995. Either it's been garage kept or it's been repainted, considering the salvage title. I'm assuming that it's been repainted in the front. One thing you want to check for on a Miata, you want to look at the side doors on the first gen Miatas, and on the top half of the door trim it should look shiny like new paint. The bottom half of the door trim it should look textured. If it looks textured, then it's the original paint job. If not, it's been resprayed. Another really important area to check on the Miata is right behind the doors, the rocker panels. You don't want to look at the outside of the rocker panel. You want to reach back, look under the car, and see what it looks like, see if there's any rust, because the rocker panels rust from the inside out. It could look fine on the outside, it could be rusted through. You never know. Sometimes cars are JB welded. You really don't know. The Miata I'm about to look at looks pretty good from the photos. I couldn't see anything bent, but once again, you really can't tell stuff like that from photos. You can't tell if there's JB weld on something. I mean, you really don't know. But it says it runs and drives. I'm all hyped up for this. Might actually be a good deal. 95 isn't my preference, but it's essentially the same as the 94. And in North Carolina, your vehicle is emissions exempt if it's 95 or older. So it does fit the bill of what I'm looking for. It only has like 150,000 miles on it. Has the same engine block that's in this Protege that I'm driving right now. Gearing's a little shorter and whatnot, and it's rear wheel drive, so RPMs will actually be higher on the highway. Not too stoked about that, but in the end, that's not really what you're looking for in a Miata. It still does what it's intended to do. But yeah, you want to look for any bent shit on the car, any paint overspray, any colors that don't match, any chipping. You want to check the brakes for wear. Check the tires for uneven wear. That can indicate suspension problems. I've told myself that I won't buy another accident vehicle, but if you can get a vehicle, basically the same thing for thousands less, it's It looks like you just pulled him over. God damn, it's windy out there. It's like insanely windy out here. So I just stopped to get gas at a Sheetz. Never heard of it, never been there, but check it out. They got diesel, they have flex fuel here. So you can get whatever octane you want, or you can go with E15, or you can go flex fuel, E85. Like it's pretty cool. Never been to this gas station. The gas price is higher than I'm used to paying. Let's see what kind of mileage the Protege is getting right now. It's like 300 divided by 11.5. 26. Considering what I've been doing with it, that's not bad. So, off we go. A little lower on the fuel side than I'd like to be. So that was actually Cary Police that the unit then picked up. Gave a Toyota Camry a ticket, and he pulled back out in front of me. Alright, so the Miata looks great. Honestly, not really seeing any problems with it. Got the used Miata checklist from Chet95, Skip Cannon's article of checking out a Miata. So, the paint looks good up front. Doesn't look good in the back, but it's all consistent. And everything pretty much looks good. I mean, some stuff you would expect with a 20-year-old car, but I don't really see any leaks under the car, except on the damn skid cover. It looks like oil, but I'm not sure. But from everything I can see, I don't see any damage. Under the hood, it's nice and clean. The wheels are fine, brake pads are fine, rotors are fine, tires are fine, plenty of tread, and even tire wear. Has a battery in it, battery's dead. Has that annoying Miata buzz when you have the door open. Guys changed out the rear view mirror with one from like a GM vehicle or something with the lights on it. Everything honestly looks good on it. It just has a salvage title, so it's going to be more difficult to insure and sell. It slashes the value. So a couple of things that I didn't know. As a basic COPART member, you're limited to one bid. If you put in a deposit, it's instant. You can do it as much as you want to extend your buying power, then you get like a few more bids. But there's a reserve on this car, and we shall see. Started, had a little lifter take, then it smoothed out. Smelt some fumes at first. The top's functional. The plastic you really can't see through. It's kind of worthless, but I mean, it's a top, keeps the water out. It works. I like how it goes down and up and ratchets in place. Honestly, this is pretty good. Once again, the paint looked good. It had the gradient or textured look below the trim on the doors. Doors look good, fender, hood, everything lined up. The engine bay was exceptionally clean. There's a little leaking on the clutch master cylinder, but everything was very, very clean. I was pretty impressed. It idled just fine, gear shift fine. It appears to be in good working order. There's a little rust on the shifter, and you know, there's wear on interior bits. I mean, all stuff that can be easily groomed, I guess you could say. But windows are down and the interior is still just fine. But most importantly, behind the rocker panels, there was no rust. Nothing I could see. Everything looked good. Which I'm pretty happy about. Well, if it's time to head back and start bidding, I guess I'll have to extend my buying power. Decide what it's worth. Passing through some historic mebane here. Looks like I'm going to the right. Nice Fox Buddy Mustang. I seem to find all the cops. Literally, as soon as I get off the highway, there's a cop. As soon as I pull out, there's another cop. Yeah, another thing about the Miata, it had a full tank of gas. They reset the trip meter. It only had like a mile. Looks like they lived really close to the gas station. They got gas and then just sat there, or I mean, I know the owner's from the Chapel Hill area. It isn't too far away. Maybe I don't know. Fuck my head, man. Here for a Miata club, and I believe it was up Georgia. Why it would be Georgia here in North Carolina.
After 1/4 mile,
well, that's what it said.
Left.
The only rust on the car was on the damn windshield wiper. Couldn't see through the back, the plastic back window. Top went right down, no issues. Doesn't appear to leak. Trunk is in disarray. That's one thing I noticed. There was a lot of blankets and shit in the goddamn trunk. In the trunk, or basically where the top is, it's really leaking. Follow the Mustang.
After 1/3 of a mile, go straight on, then turn left.
Ribbon Diner.
After 1/4 mile, go straight on, then turn left.
But yeah, the Miata was immaculate under the hood. I'm pretty happy. But the seller does have a reserve price in. I guess they're curious to see what it'll sell for. The salvage title, I mean, that really slashes resale value. It's a nice Miata, but how much am I going to pay for a car with a salvage title? I mean, this makes no sense at all. No boat Mustang. reserve is.